Hello, lacrosse fans, and welcome to the Sillaps Community Center in Paris, Ontario. We're set and underway in game number 3 of 3 in today's Saturday Arena Lacrosse League schedule between the hometown Paris River Wolves and the St. Catharines Shockwave. Just over 15 seconds into the period here, and already an over and back violation. St. Catharines with the early chance to get on the board first. Long shot will do it up. And striking first is the Shockwave, number 14, Brian Neufeld. Starting goaltenders for tonight, as mentioned, number 29, Kevin Orleman for the Paris River Wolves, and for the St. Catharines Shockwave, number 50, Grant Crawley. Face-off finally picked up by the River Wolves. Slowing it down is Halligan on the far side. He leaves that for his teammate. Stepping in, taking a shot, hits the post. It looks like Crawley lost control of it for a second, but it's scooped back up quickly and sent down to the under end of the floor. Threads the needle to a pass to Marvin Curry. It's just wide of the net. A quick attempt for shot number 2, misses the net completely. Back down to St. Catharines territory. In behind the net of Crawley. Fighting for it for the River Wolves, number 11, Brandon Tainhouse. Ball seems to have come out. Back in now again. Tainhouse still in there fighting for it. And finally comes out. And powerhousing his way through. For the Shockwave. What effort put on there by number 16, Brooker Muir. Moving pick on the play just before he could let the ball go. It's back down into St. Catharines territory. Mike Burke threads the needle inside. And getting a little too close was Ryan Carruthers. He's going to get called on the crease. A long bomb pass intercepted on a good read by Mike Burke. He sends that off to a teammate. He's going to stay on until things get sorted out. Down into the corner. Burke tried to get that pass back, and good read intercepted. Cycling around outside, there's a quick opportunity. And Jordan Hotby just hits the crossbar. Andy Campbell pushed to the floor before he could get over that center line. St. Catharines now with another chance to attack. There's a long shot from the stick of Chris Atwood. What a season he's been having. Back down the other way, it's a 2-on-1, misses the net from the stick of Elbickus. And it's scooped back up before it can hit that center line by Melenchenko. Taking a look. Penalty on the play. And Danny Keene will get shoved to the floor. So it'll give the Paris River Wolves an early chance on the power play to even things back up. Cycling around, shot from up top. Brandon Tainhouse turned aside, and here's a long bomb pass. Just a little too long, and that's going to go right down to the stick of Kevin Orleman. River Wolves rewind and reload. Being pressured into the corner. Finding his way back out. Still has the ball. Melenchenko, what effort. Gets it across the shooter's spot. Hits the arm of Crawley. An interference is going to be called on the play. St. Catharines ball. Good hit. He's still got the ball. Alec Tomas. An absolute tank as he holds on to this ball, and he's killing off a good chunk of this St. Catharines penalty. Tomas still with the ball, even though he's being pestered but not one but two River Wolves. He's finally onto his hands and knees. He's just going to throw that one away And that's up into the netting behind the net. Tainhouse starts with it up top. Passes down to Campbell. Back to Tainhouse. Campbell to Burke. Campbell rips one from the underhand, and he's going to score from the ground to the top corner in a matter of half a second. Face-off scooped up. It's back down again. Now it's picked back up by Vandersloom. Vandersloom still with it. He's going to get it back up top to Laprade. Laprade will pass that off and get a change in. Into the far corner. Trying to thread the needle, couldn't finish the pass, and now it's back down the other way. What a bomb pass that was. Facing some resistance and taking a shot. A little quickly was Connor Brown. He's turned aside. St. Catharines catching the defense on their flat feet. And what a sneaky move that was from Andy Campbell. Face off won by the Shockwave. They're back down into attack already. Mo Bissell with it up top. Passes it off to Chris Atwood. Atwood wires a shot through traffic, turned aside. Scooped up and turned the other way. Liam Patton's going to turn things around and slow it down. Passes it off and being pestered. Melenchenko lost the ball, picked back up by Albicus, and there's a penalty on the play. Orleman's onto the bench for that 6th attacker. Stepping in, fakes the shot, passes over to Burke. Burke with a long shot, right to the stick of Crawley. So too many men call on the play. We've seen a lot of those so far this year. Firing a shot from just outside the crease there, turned aside, was Brandon Curran. Rushing it back down, Jordan Hopey. Going to hold on to it, slow things down, and start another effective penalty kill that we've already seen tonight. Cycling it around outside. Pichel is holding on to it. He's got room. He's going to fire a shot, and a last-second desperation shot has turned into a goal for the St. Catharines Shockwave. Short-handed goal, no less. Face-off won by the River Wolves. They're going to get a change in. Danny Keene with it on the far side now. Passing off to Tainhouse. They're going to pass it back and forth. Now to Burke. Burke fakes the shot. Burke takes it back and shot off the leg pad there. Another shot from Burke. Turned aside, scooped up again. Paris quick to move the ball. Burke behind the back to Danny Keene, leaping across the crease. He's going to get called. Crease violation. And now here comes Dylan Laprade for the Shockwave. Anthony Patterson holding on to it, evading the pressure of the River Wolves. 20 seconds left to go in the power play to Paris. The shot turned aside, it's back down to the other end. Burke with it. Burke threads the needle, tries to get a shot off. That was Campbell inside, just couldn't. Now it's going to be St. Catharines' ball. That brings us to our first officials timeout of the game. Welcome back after that quick commercial break. St. Catharines starting off with the possession. Crossing him into the shadow realm was Brooker Muir, and what a pass, what a finish by Brian Neufeld on top of the crease as he left the defense in the dust. Finally, the face-off is scooped up by St. Catharines. Brian Neufeld at the helm again, looking for his man. Passes it off to Atwood. Atwood wires a shot wide of the net. Picked up again by Neufeld. Long shot turned aside as it managed to get through to Orleman. Turned aside regardless. Here's Atwood again with it. And a pass intended for Mo Bissell ends up going right to the stick of Orleman. A bad pass has been pressured, still not picked up as it rolls down into St. Catharines territory. There's an interference on the play. Back up it comes into Paris territory. Patterson with it on the near side, being pressured. Trying to break the defense, takes a shot. Does not hit the net, no shot, no reset. Scooped up again on the far side. There's another chance. Right at the line was Atwood. Keep it from going back over. He's going to fire that right to the logo of Orleman's sweater. And now Paris gets a chance to attack. What a Burke on the other side. Rushing to the net. Turned aside was Tainhouse. Now St. Catharines up the other way. After turning on the Jets, that's going to bounce off of the leg pad of Orleman back into the corner for St. Catharines. Curry with it in the corner. Leaves it off. Back into the corner now. Now it's dished up to Atwood. There's a penalty on the play. Crawley's on the bench for that sixth attacker. Anthony Patterson looking to take a shot there. Lost control, and now it's finally scooped up by Paris. And that'll send the River Wolves to their first penalty of the game. St. Catharines now with a chance in the power play to extend their lead. Patterson with it up top. Passing it between his shooters. He's going to take a shot, and he scores. An absolute rocket from the stick of Anthony Patterson. Only 11 seconds into the power play. Face off, scooped up by Houtby. He loses control. There's an infraction on the call. St. Catharines ball. Neufeld trying to charge the net. Leaves it for Muir. Muir trying to step around the defense. He's going to take a shot wide of the net. It's caught by Atwood. Atwood to the crease. And what a chance that was for Scott Johnston. And just couldn't get it past Orleman. Great shot, better save. My goodness. Danny Keene picks it up by the face-off circle. Leaves it off for Tainhouse. Tainhouse back to Keene. Keene tries to step in and take a shot, and it bounces across the crease. Now it's back the other way with Halligan. Atwood takes a pass, waits for a minute, looks at his options, passes it off to Neufeld. And Neufeld's going to try and charge again. Leaves it off in a long shot. Misses its mark by a mile. The Shockwave rush back to make sure no stragglers are left alone. There's a power of a shot from Brooker Muir right to the stick of Crawley. Shot from outside. Not much gets past Crawley from the outside. Chris Atwood with it again up top. Takes a long shot. Misses the net just a little bit. Rebound picked back up by Scott Johnson. Back down the floor we go. Tainhouse looking for that opening. He'll put it into the corner. Across the other side. Now in behind the net and diving for an opportunity was Braden Curran. It's come back up the other way. Houtby puts it into the corner. Pass intended for Patterson. Can't find its mark. Now Paris gets intercepted. Lazy pass from Stu Mickelhone. Or Mickelhone, sorry. St. Catharines still controls. Atwood threads the needle on that one. The shot just up and over the net enough. Now Paris finally is able to get it back out of their end. Liam Patton being pressured. Loses control. Still fighting for the ball. It's still loose. It's finally scooped up again by Colin Montour. Rooker Muir breaks the check. Trying to get his way to the net. He passes that back off to Mo Bissell. He passes to Atwood. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Atwood over to Bissell. And the shot hit a body in front. Didn't quite make it. And Dan Keene sent to the floor. There's a penalty on the play. St. Catharines not happy about that one. And Orleman's down to the bench again. Into the corner. Tainhouse with it up top. He's going to pass that off to Danny Keene. Keene gives it to Burke. Burke on his knees. Gives it out to Keene. And what a skimmer across the carpet that was as Dan Keene gets Paris back into it with their second goal of the night. Face-off scooped up by Mazzucato. He's still being pressured. He loses the ball, and it's picked back up. And Neufeld rips a shot. Patterson picks it up on the other side. Ball missed the net by a mile. Passed it back out to Chris Atwood. 15 seconds left to go in the quarter. One last possession here for St. Catharines. With the far side, rips a shot. Neufeld in his favorite spot on the floor. He's going to rip that one right through the legs of Orleman. And the Shockwave are back up by 4. Mike Atwood had control of it, lost control. And it's just going to be thrown down the floor by Curran. And that'll do it for the first quarter. The score 6-2 in favor of the St. Catharines Shockwave. Welcome back for quarter number 2 here at the Syllabs Community Center in Paris, Ontario. Mike Atwood and Liam Patton lining up in the face-off circle. And Mike Atwood takes the win and pops all the way up into the rafters. And Atwood now back with it. He's putting on the afterburners there as he breaks all the defense still after the ball as it rolls into the corner. Still fighting for it in the corner. And finally it's going to be brought out and back over already as Justin Pichel just rocks that Paris Riverwolf back onto his own side. Here's a quick shot. And another one as the first one missed the net off the leg pad. That's crease violation. Back down the floor we go. Jamie McMahon passes it off. Dan Keene, he gives it to Tainhouse. Keene gets the ball. He loses the pass on a give and go. And a long shot to keep it from going back over. And miss the net completely. It's picked back up. Back down into Paris territory we go. Atwood gets caught sleeping. He loses control of the ball. Still loose. He's going to get it back. Rips a shot and hits the throat guard of Orleman. Caught him on his knees. What an effort, though, put out by Atwood. Back up the other way. Cross crease is going to turn into a goal, as I don't think many people knew that it was a goal, but surely Mike Melenchenko knew that that one was. Face-off won by Curry. And he's going to step back over the halfway line. It's back over Paris ball. Charging to the net. Turned aside was Connor Brown. He's being pressured by 2 Shockwave. Ball still loosened behind the net. 2 from each team now fighting for it. Ball finally pops out, scooped up by St. Catharines. There's going to be a penalty on the play coming to St. Catharines. It looks is back on the power play. Burke, Tainhouse. Tainhouse gets it again, threads the needle, and Melenchenko back on top of that crease with a quick stick. Another goal for Melenchenko, another power play goal for the River Wolves. They now trail 6-4. Atwood bats the ball backwards, picked up by Paris. Rushing it down was Blaze McCullough. He'll pass that off and go for a change. Brett Elbickus being pressured. He's going to pass that off. Now Burke charges the net, turned aside. Gives it to Tainhouse. Tainhouse wires a shot. Rebound picked up by Elbickus. It loses control, and that pops up into the netting. St. Catharines ball. St. Catharines with a chance to attack now. Brooker Muir trying to break the defense. He finally does. Loses control of the ball, and Orleman jumps on that and sends it back up down the floor. Keene trying to break that defense. Forced into the corner. Brought down to his knees. He loses control of the ball. Looking at the ref like he was expecting a call, but it's a 2-on-2 the other way. And left with some room. Make no mistake, he's just going to make it look easy. As Dylan Laprade beats Orleman stick side. Face-off infraction. It's St. Catharines ball. Over to the far side. Patterson rolls off the check. He loses control. It's just going to roll right into the crease of Orleman. Some quick passing. It's back across the center line. McMahon will put that into the near corner. Trying to get the pass off there to Burke. Just could not be contained, and St. Catharines is able to jump on that one and bring it back down the floor. Cross to Atwood. Atwood winds up right to the chest pad of Orleman. Orleman tries to scoop that. Oh my goodness, what a save that was by Orleman. As he got caught out of his net and sprawled out, catching that one. Looked like the shaft of his stick caught it. Here's another shot from Neufeld. Missed the net. And scooped up by Tainhouse, and he's going to run that all the way down. Pass to Dan Keene. And Keene on crease. Just couldn't bury. Hits the leg pad of Crawley. Keene with it again. Keene over to Burke. Burke misses the net. Going to go right back to Keene. Trying to break defense. It's passed back out. Keene rips a shot. Goes off the leg of Atwood, it looked like. And pass it back across. Burke just takes a shot, hits the arm pad. And right there on top of the crease was Bryden Curran. He's turned aside as well. Nifty little pass behind the back there. Couldn't find its target. Orleman bombs that all the way down. It's a 2-on-1, 3-on-2 now. And a pass intended for Carruthers. Couldn't be controlled. St. Catharines getting off easy on that one. Cycled around outside, Slade with it. Slade looks, pulls back on the shot. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Brooker Muir tried to sneak one through the legs, and Orleman thought he was beat, but he kept that one up. McMahon over to Keene. Tainhouse charges in from the corner. He leaves that for Keene. Keene with some room. He's going to take a shot, turned aside off of the arm of Crawley. And there's a whistle on the play, territory, for another Paris attack. Burke passes it off to Melenchenko, and Melenchenko, as he ran by the net, just couldn't break the wall of defense. Now a chance for St. Catharines as they pass it around the outside. Taking a shot from the shooter's spot was Kyle Pedwell. Pedwell turned aside. Ball finally pops out. Paris gets it across that center line. With some room is Carruthers. Cycled around into the corner. He gets his stick clipped. He'll lose control of that. Now here comes Brandon Slade turning on the Jets. And a pass intended for Brian Neufeld. Can't be controlled. It's going to pop right into the stick of Orleman. Back down the other way. Carruthers got some room again. Blaze McCullough, my apologies. Drops the ball. Back again. And Brooker Muir leaves it in the corner. Long shot. Brooker Muir in there trying to pick up the rebound, and Orleman sprawls out, diving for that one. He's going to bury that with his stick. And he makes the pass up to Mazzucato. Loses control of the ball, picked back up. And here comes St. Catharines. Both teams getting somewhat of a change in. St. Catharines will get a full line. Crossing the defense, try to beat him there, and shot wide of the net. Taking a shot as he was falling, Kyle Pedwell had a decent chance, just hit the arm pad of Orleman. Paris cycling it around outside. Pass intended for Curran. Intercepted, good read. St. Catharines back on the attack. Trying to break defense. Still can't get through. Finally, they lose control. And scooped back up by Brown. Brown turns around and slows things down. Taking a look. Dish that off to the far side. Passed it back to Keene on the near side. Keene will leave that for Tainhouse. Sorry, that was Mike Burke. My apologies. Mike Burke tried to take a shot. Blocked. There's a shot from Keene right to the chest of Crawley. And St. Catharines, with excellent defense, they're back on attack again. And Dan Keene will start things off in his own end. He runs that across the center line. Passes off to Burke. Rather, Spencer Pike, and Pike tried to break the defense. He lost control. Now the Prade will bring it back up for the Shockwave. Passing it off to Muir. Muir puts it in the corner. Pass intended for Marvin Curry. Goes all the way back down into the corner, and that's where it'll start off for Paris. Braden Curran. Tainhouse gets it near the bench. Tries to set a pick there for Burt. Gets it back, and what a goal that was. Textbook give and go. He's exchanging some words behind the net, but the officials are quick to jump in on that. Loose ball picked up by Brooker Muir, sorry. Atwood puts it to the corner. Pass was intended for in front of the crease, lost control. Now here comes Curran. 2-on-1 for Paris. And a shot from Curran goes right to the belly of Crawley. For an easy save, it's back down the floor for the Shockwave. Quick cross crease. And Neufeld couldn't finish it off. Curran threads the needle. And two River Wolves fell there. As Dan Keene tried to bury a quick pass. Back down the other way, Atwood. Carries it on the far side. Passes it off. Another pass off. Mo Bissell with it now. He'll put that into the corner. Cycled back around. Atwood in shooter spot, takes a shot. And like a shot from Dan Keene we seen in the first quarter, a skimmer across the carpet. Gives Atwood another tally. Quick tic-tac-toe, and Dylan Laprade hit a body in front of the net there on a quick face-off win for St. Catharines. Back down the other way. Pass intended for Connor Brown. Hits a stick in front. And once again, we're back down the floor. Some good fast-paced lacrosse we've seen here tonight at the Sillaps. Atwood back on the floor. Passes off to Neufeld. Neufeld drops the ball. Now fighting for it. McMahon still fighting for it. It's back all the way into St. Catharines territory, and there's a long pass there for Atwood. And it's going to slide all the way to Orleman. Orleman passes it up, and it's across the center line. Pass intended for the front of the net. Now it's a 2-on-2. St. Catharines makes an interception. That'll slow things down. Give Paris a chance to come back and attack, and give the Shockwave a chance to set up. There's a quick cross crease shot again. 9-5 for the Shockwave. Liam Patton gets caught trying to whack that ball out of his own stick. He couldn't on the first try. And that's a no-no, St. Catharines ball. There's a quick shot from Neufeld as he found some room between Orleman's leg and the post, and he'll slide that one in for another goal for the Shockwave as they start to take off again, 10-5. Atwood and Patton lining up again. Still fighting for it. Atwood pulls it back, and it's going to be scooped up quickly by Paris. And there's another over and back call against Paris. St. Catharines doing well to jump onto these potential over and backs right on the line. Chris Atwood on the far side. Passes it over to Neufeld. Neufeld looking for Johnston inside. Loses control. It's back down the floor. And a good read. Picks off a pass. Atwood looking, takes a shot wide of the net. He had some room and misses the net by just about a foot. Turns on the defense, puts on the Jets. And a shot right to the chest of Crawley. He's going to bomb that back down the floor. St. Catharines getting a change in. Brooker Muir puts it into the corner. Atwood gets the ball back, passes over the other side of the floor. He gets the ball back, spins, passes to Muir. Muir looking, passes it off to Neufeld. Neufeld puts it into the corner. Marvin Curry with a good effort gets a shot off in time, but it's picked back up by Paris. And 8 seconds left to go in the second quarter. St. Catharines one last possession. Neufeld dishes it off. Quick shot from Pedwell. And another chance there as well. No shot, the ref says. And that'll do it for quarter number 2. And the first half is in the books. 10-5, the St. Catharines Shockwave lead. The Paris River Wolves will be... Welcome back, lacrosse fans, to the Sil Apps Community Center in Paris, Ontario. Quarter number 3 set to go. We're already halfway through the book. Score 10-5 in favor of the St. Catharines Shockwave. Loose ball scooped up by Albicus. He's going to run that back into his own end. With some quick passing, it's across the center line. Paris will get a change in, and they'll set up. Burke passes it across, and what a snipe that was from Melenchenko. Quick pass across from Burke. Face-off won by Liam Patton. And Paris finds themselves setting up again. Keene runs it across the line, down into the corner. Peels away and Shovel passes it off to Curran. There's a quick give and go. And Spencer Pike turned aside. Good execution, just couldn't finish it. Brooker Muir bringing it back up the floor. Pass off to Curry, back to Muir. Muir turns and fires, hits a stick in front and bounces over to Orleman. And quick reclaiming of that ball, almost fell into the wrong hands, but Paris controls it still. With some room, takes a shot. And Burke just misses his mark by a mile. It's back up the other way, a one-on-one now. Here's a breakaway. And shot from Slade. As he was dangling around that defense, just couldn't finish it. Back up the floor. On the far side, Burke dives towards the net and just can't get a decent shot off. St. Catharines will bring it back up the other way. Chris Atwood with it in the attacking zone. He'll pass off to Pedwell. Pedwell looks to pass it back to Atwood. Can't be contained. Rolls into the corner, scooped back up by St. Catharines. And a shot hits Orleman and almost intercepted by Atwood as he drops his stick in the process. But he's going to scoop that ball back up and carry it across the line. Eventually, there he goes. Long pass into the corner. Shot misses the net. It rolls all the way back. No back over. Fresh 30 on the clock. They finally are able to get it over the line. Curry chasing after it. But Patton gets to it first. We're back down the floor. Keene with it. Keene gets pushed over that center line, loses control. He has to rush back. Laprade passes it off. Diving for the net. Turned aside. Good effort on the shot. Tainhouse takes a look, charges forward. Passes it back to Keene. Keene looks to break the defense. Still breaking defense. Had his helmet shuffled there a bit. Keene still looking. Passes it off. And that'll do it for the 30-second clock. Spencer Pike can't get the shot off in time. Shockwave ball. Patterson carries it across the line. He's going to charge the net, gets his stick knocked, and Orleman jumps out quickly to jump onto that one. Passed up to Burke. Burke moves it up. Curran takes a shot, hits a body in front of the net, and Colin Montour will pick it back up and run it down for the Shockwave. Passes it to Brooker Muir. Muir to Atwood. Atwood taking his time. Taking a look. Pass intercepted a bit, but still scooped back up. And quick shot from Brooker Muir again. Right to the stick of Orleman. Now it's run back up. Here's a chance for number 12, Liam Patton. He's going to run in and take a shot at net, and what a goal that was. Just a nice little shot. Just over 10 minutes left to go. Atwood with another face-off win. Tries to pass that to his brother, Chris Atwood. Can't be contained. And Orleman will pick it up in his crease. Back up the floor. Turning around was Mazzucato. Mazzucato leaves it for Tainhouse. Tainhouse now charging the net. He's going to take a shot. And an easy stop for Crawley. Now all the way back down. Here's a quick shot for Kyle Pedwell. And right to the stick again of Orleman. Quick passing. Burke looking. Passes it over. Rips a shot. Andy Campbell wide of the net. Still in the corner. And Burke is brought to the ground. There's a penalty on the play. Orleman's not sure whether he should go to the bench or not. And the ball finally comes out. Burke cycled around up top. Burke with it again. Underhand shot from Spencer Pike, turned aside. There's a bomb. Connects. And there's the goal to seal the deal. Brandon Slade gets a piece of the pass, just enough to slow it down. And he finds an open corner on the left side of Orleman. It's a shorthanded goal, 20 seconds into the penalty. Face-off goes to Paris. Brooker Muir throws his man to the ground after that face-off. Paris will slow things down, set up. Tainhouse gives it to Burke. And back again. Quick shot for Curran. Turned aside, scoop back up. Burke up top again. Tainhouse takes a look. Burke back to Curran. Drops the ball. Chases it into the corner there. He's sent to the ground, into the boards. No call on the play. Still has the ball. Passes it out front. And there's no back over on the play. 5 seconds left to go on the clock. Burke's going to run this down, take a shot. Hits Crawley right in the chest. And Keene was right there for the rebound, just didn't see it. .30 seconds left to go in the penalty to Montour. There's a call on the play, no goal. No goal. And Anthony Patterson gets called for his chin strap as it's undone. You can see it dangling there. Tainhouse puts it on top of the crease. Quick passing, trying to throw Crawley out of position. Jumps back in and makes the save. Back down to the crease again. Burke dropped the ball. Scoops it back up. Tainhouse wires a shot off the leg pad. Scoops it back up again. Another shot. Turned aside. And Tainhouse tries to run back in for the rebound, and it just ends up rolling right back to Crawley. What a flurry of saves that was. Ball knocked out of the stick of Brandon Slade. Interference on the play. St. Catharines ball. Now there's another whistle. And that'll bring us to our officials' timeout of the third quarter. St. Catharines on the penalty kill still. Brooker Muir evading all pressure. Still out by that center line. There is an evade there, making it look easy. And Muir will go off for a rest. 5 seconds left in the shot clock, and Paris picks it back up. Now it's a 2-on-2 back the other way. Tainhouse slows things down, takes a look. Passes it off to Burke. Back to Tainhouse. Burke loses control. That'll be over and back. And Atwood there to pick it up for the Shockwave. Under 30 seconds to go on the penalty. 6 minutes left to go in the quarter. And after they lost control, Paris runs it back down with another chance. 3 seconds left in the power play. Quick shot from Burke, turned aside. That'll do it for the power play. It's back to 5-on-5 lacrosse. In behind the net, Tainhouse gives it to Burke. Burke turns. Runs it all the way back up top. Takes a long shot. And redirected by Crawley. With just under 5 minutes left to go in the quarter. Curran starts with it up top. Pass off to Burke. Burke passes it to the near side. Trying to find a pass to anywhere. Laprade picks it up. He'll run that across the center line. He takes a look. Waits for his man. Finally passes it off to Neufeld. Now to Atwood. Atwood charges the net, takes a shot, gets the rebound. And through the crease is called. Paris River Wolves will get possession. Melenchenko breaking defense, charging the net. He's going to take a shot off of the leg pad of Crawley. We're going back the other way. Brooker Muir breaks defense. Turns around, waits for his man. Atwood winds up, takes his shot from outside. Orleman saw that one all the way. Brought up by McMahon. McMahon charges the net as he finds some room. And his shot's redirected. Still loose. It's finally picked up by Campbell. Campbell passes it across. Pass intended for Tainhouse. He didn't see it. And Tainhouse hit behind the play, slow to get up. Play still going on down in St. Catharines territory. Atwood slowing things down, waiting. There's a pass to Mo Bissell, who charges through the middle, turned aside. Now it's into the far corner. Back out to Atwood. Atwood being pressured, still has the ball. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. He finally finds some room, takes his shot, hits the crossbar. That's a fresh 30 for the Shockwave. There's a diving shot, redirected. It rolls into the corners, finally picked up by the River Wolves and brought back out to the center line and across. Burke trying to charge around the defense. Passes it off to Tainhouse, who's got some room, takes a shot, misses the net. There's a whistle on the play. St. Catharines ball going back down the other way. Colin Montour on his own ends up turning around and waiting for his teammates. Pass across the far side. Quick shot from Marvin Curry. Turned aside. Now here's a bomb pass intended for Connor Brown, and Brown just couldn't control it. St. Catharines brings it back across the center line. Thread the needle pass intended for Muir, just couldn't be finished. You can see the stick getting up a little high there. No call on the play. Wiring a shot as Anthony Patterson turned aside, and there's the rebound. That one will go in. And Patterson started the job, and he finished the job as well. Mike Atwood with another face-off win. Ball still loose. Ball still loose. 3 River Wolves, 3 Shockwave fighting for it. It finally rolls out, and Paris will pick it up. Atwood not giving it up without a fight. Been terrific in the face-off circle all season. Ball comes back out to Danny Keene up top. Burke steps in, takes a shot. Keene right on the crease, scoops that one right off the floor and catches Crawley with his stick off of the ground. He'll send that in right beside his foot and close the gap again. 12-8 now, the Paris River Wolves trail. Liam Patton gets caught again. That's the second time tonight he's got caught with the ball stuck in his stick. St. Catharines possession. Neufeld passes along the far side. Ball comes up to Atwood. He's got some room. Tries to pass it across, intercepted. And there goes Connor Brown. He loses control as he runs down. And Connor Brown does a no-no. He checks the stick of Crawley in the crease. Patterson will start with it up top. Another power play chance with 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Neufeld rips his shot, and even quicker than the last time he's done this on the power play. Buries another goal. Atwood and Keene line up at the face-off circle. Ball comes out, still loose, finally scooped up by the River Wolves. Keene waiting, picks it up on the far side, turns around, fires a shot, and it's wide of the net. And that'll do it for frame number 3. We're on the home stretch here at the Syllabs Community Center. 15 minutes left to go. St. Catharines still leads by a score of 13-8. And the face-off goes to Paris. They'll charge down. Mazzucato on the far side. Puts it up the wall. Pass back across to Burke. He finds some room. Passes off to Tainhouse. Dropped it. Picked it back up. Was Mazzucato on a quick shot. Turned aside by Crawley. Paris quick to get their defense back out. Not giving that St. Catharines offense a chance in all alone. And Neufeld just keeps racking up the tallies as he has another goal to his record. Face-off win goes to Paris. Curran tried to charge his way to the net. Passes off. Campbell inside. Manages to get the shot off, but it's an easy save for Crawley. Things will go back down the floor. Houtby Looking for an open man. Charges the net instead. Right on the crease. Tries to get the pass off. Intercepted by Patton. Patton, a 3-on-2. Passes off. And Blair Goss can't control the ball as it rolls into the corner. Still loose. Goss fighting for it. You can hear the referee still shouting loose ball. Finally pops out. Now it's back into the fray again. In comes another River Wolf to help out, and St. Catharines finally comes away with it. Whistle on the play. That's going to be Paris ball. Tainhouse takes a shot, and he scores. Dan Keene was in front of him, causing some trouble for the defender. And Atwood's able to pull it back. Ball's still loose. Still loose. And finally scooped up by Patton. And he'll run that across the center line. Leaves it for Burke. And Burke puts it up the far side as things get slowed down. There's a chance here. Turned aside was Melenchenko. He's in behind the net. Melenchenko gets called for crease violations. Back up the other way. Quick pass intended for Mo Bissell. Pass is dropped. It's back up the other way now. As Paris gets a change in, St. Catharines gets a change in. Some fresh legs on the floor. In behind the net now. Andy Campbell faked the jump shot from behind the net. Comes back out in front. He gets the ball back, sidearms it, loose ball in front. Danny Keene tries to put it behind his back, wide of the mark, and it rolls into the corner. And Campbell is able to pick it up. And he just walks it out of the corner. He still has it in behind the net. 15 seconds on the shot clock. That was intended for Tainhouse. He is able to pick that up. Pass for Curran. Turned aside, and there's a push off of the ball. Brooker Muir with it at the top. Atwood and Neufeld are his shooters. Gives it to Atwood. Gets it back. Now over to Neufeld. Back to Muir. Atwood tries to put it to the crease man. And Marvin Curry turned aside. There's a shot. Turned aside off of the leg pad of Vigneault. And it rolls back out to Neufeld. Neufeld to Muir. Down to Curry. Neufeld gets it again. Curry on the crease. Diving across was Rance Vigneault. And he keeps that one out and keeps this at a 5-goal game. Charging back down now. Quick shot for Liam Patton. And Crawley will make the easy stop on that. We're going back down to Paris territory. Atwood on top, fakes the shot, gets it back. Atwood steps in, fakes the shot again. Passes off to Neufeld, can't be controlled. Curry, Atwood gets it up top. Rips the shot and off the shoulder of Rance Vigneault and into the netting. Another St. Catharines possession. Across to Neufeld. Neufeld to Curry. And Neufeld again back over to Atwood. Atwood looking for some room. Tries to put it behind the back to Patterson. Just couldn't do it. Now fighting for it was Pedwell. Ball rolls out. And Atwood keeps it at the line. Atwood fires a shot. That was no good as the 30-second clock expired. Now it's a bomb down to the other side of the floor. There's a shot. And it squeaks through for a goal. Still a loose ball, picked up by Atwood now. Tries to get it across to Neufeld. Ends up going right to McMahon. And back the other way. Danny Keene has the ball, tries to charge the net, breaks the defense, tries to put it behind the back, as I've seen him do so many times. Turned aside by Crawley. Back down the other way. Atwood holding on to it. Atwood gets it back. There's a shot that turned aside by Vigneault. And whistle on the play is going to be a result to Paris possession. Vigneault steps out to set a pick. Ball gets fired down. Curran has the ball. Pass it off to Tainhouse. Back to Burke, and Burke takes a shot right to the stick of Crawley. 8.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 14-10, Shockwave lead. Just under 2 minutes to go in the River Wolves penalty. Neufeld puts it to Curry. Neufeld back to Atwood. Neufeld with another shot. He shoots, he scores, and makes it look easy. He sneaks that one between the legs of Rance Vigneault. That's the first goal against since the goalie change, I do believe. Face-off pops right up to a Shockwave player. And it's back into Paris territory. Into the corner. Brooker Muir with it. Gives it to Neufeld. Back to Neufeld again, takes a shot, and right to the chest pad of Rance Vigneault. What a bomb pass that was to Tainhouse. Tainhouse takes a shot, and it's off the arm pad of Crawley. What a game he's been having as well. And there's some quick passing. And it results in another goal for Atwood. He's been having a stellar game as well. Just goes to show that a goal can come from anywhere. You can see some safe passing around the outside. And Atwood finds some room. And he'll rip a shot home. 16-10 now. Face-off pulled back and scooped up by Vandersloom. He'll pass that across for Brooker Muir. Another power play goal for the Shockwave. Brooker Muir tries to break his defense. Dishes it back out to Atwood, and Atwood will just roll that back into the corner, or rather dump that one back into Paris territory. And with the shot clock expiring, that'll bring us to our officials' timeout. Welcome back to the Sill Apps Community Center. We last left off 16-10 for the Shockwave. And 6:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. Burke brings it across the line, runs it to the corner, dishes it off for Tainhouse. Tainhouse across. And Burke gets it on the crease and is able to sneak it in between the legs of Abrams as we have a goalie change here for the Shockwave. Grant Crawley is going to go sit for the rest of the game, and replacement number 93, Goa Abrams. Another face-off win for Mike Atwood. He dishes that off for Vandersloom. Vandersloom still with it. Running around, causing havoc for the Paris defense. He dishes it off. He'll go get a change. Now Chris Atwood with it. Takes a look, fires a shot, missed the net. He's going to roll all the way back to the center line. And there to pick it up is Connor Brown. There's a shot from number 12, Liam Patton. And a quick pass from Brown. Patton has another tally on the night. Ball comes loose. Still loose. Now it's kicked over to the boards. Still loose. Finally scooped up into the sticks of Blaze McCullough. It's passed off up the far side. Spencer Pike with it. Passes off to Burke. Burke takes a shot right to the stick of Abrams. Turned aside. Back down the other way. Patterson to Muir. Slade gives a pass to Mo Bissell, who snuck his way past the defense again and gets a shot off, turned aside. Ball is now is loose behind the net, and it's picked up by Brooker Muir, and what a diving attempt that was. Just misses the net. Neufeld controls it up top, slows things down. 4:53 left to go. Diving in, or sorry, rather charging in was Chris Atwood, and he's going to make that one look easy as he bounces that between the legs of Rance Vigneault. Another goal for the Shockwave. Back up by 5, 17-12 is the lead. Atwood pulls it back, and it pops right into the stick of Jamie McMahon. McMahon passes it down to Tainhouse, cross crease, tries to take a shot, half pass, and Crawley is able to cover up on that one. Back down the other way, Chris Atwood gets the ball, turns around, takes a look, dishes off to Neufeld, or sorry, rather Muir. Muir gives it to Curry, right on the crease, another chance. Muir picks the ball back up, takes his shot through traffic, and Vigneault turns it aside. Here's a bomb pass, and Keene is right there for it. He's going to pause in the corner, slow things down. Long shot in from Connor Brown, turned aside, almost went through. Increased violation has been called. It's Shockwave ball. Atwood loses control, and here comes Connor Brown all on his own. Takes a shot wide of the net. Back up the other way. There's a diving shot and a diving goal for the Shockwave. And a quick transition from a breakaway for the Riverwolves. Face-off scooped up by Houtby. Atwood gets the ball again. He's had a lot of playing time tonight. Atwood looking, tries to get fancy, put it behind the back. Curry chases it into the corner. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And held in the corner. That'll do it for the 30-second clock. Riverwolves possession with just under 3 minutes left to go. Keene puts it to Tainhouse in the corner, gets it back. Keene runs around the defense, can't get the shot off. Keene behind the back, gets it to Curran, and Curran gets a shot off, turned aside by Crawley, and there's a off-ball push. That's a no-no right in front of the official. Shockwave ball. Muir puts it to the corner. Atwood with it up top. Down to Neufeld. Neufeld puts it across. And the shot just can't be made by Pedwell. And Atwood gets back in time to intercept that pass. What a good read from Atwood. Pass can't be controlled, but it's scooped back up and now on the crease. Quick shot turned aside by Vigneault. And we'll go back up the other way. Minute and 33 seconds left to go in the period. Spencer Pike with it. Tries to charge in, take a shot. Pressured by the defense, finally loses control. And a whistle on the play. Interference is the call. Off-ball push. That'll be Paris possession. And a pass intended for in front of the net is instead picked off by Houtby, and he'll run that all the way back down. Houtby gives it to Neufeld. Neufeld gives it right back to Houtby. 1 minute left in the last quarter of game number 3 of today's ALL schedule. Neufeld gets it with some room and gets caught as his stick gets knocked, and it's back down the other way. Elbickus tries to give it a pass into the corner. Just goes right into the netting. And now 35 seconds left to go. St. Catharines has possession. 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Time for a possession and a half. And St. Catharines will safely control this one. Houtby way outside. He puts that to the corner. Pass intended for in front of the net. Doesn't connect. And it'll be dumped back in. And Blaze McCullough will start with it in his own end. 8 seconds left to go. It's been a fight to the finish, but that's going to do it for game number 3. St. Catharines walks away with another W as they down the Paris River Wolves 18-12 here at the Sill Apps Community Center. And what a game this has been for both sides.